Helping kick off our coverage, Wisconsin Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin. Senator, I want to talk about what this means for the country at large, but I want to know, what does it mean for people in the state of Wisconsin?
You know, in Wisconsin, we revert to a law that was passed in 1849. 1849, a year after statehood. It is a criminal abortion statute that would mean providers might face fines of as much as $10,000 and spend time in prison. And we have seen that our state legislature currently would want to go even further than that. But thankfully, we have a Democratic governor right now who would veto any such attempt.
Senator, just for those who are watching, I want them to know that the images that they are seeing on their screen outside of the Supreme Court, all of those images are live. That is happening as the senator and I are speaking. And Senator Baldwin, you know, Senator Manchin, your colleague, expressed disappointment in Justices Gorsuch and Kavanaugh for their decisions on Roe. Both testified, as you know, that it was settled legal precedent. We have reports now that the only West Virginia abortion clinic is closed and canceled dozens of appointments once the decision dropped. Patients were seen sobbing. I want to know, what do you make of all this and your claim, the claim from your colleague that he was misled?
No, many have testified before the Senate Judiciary Committee saying that this is settled precedent. And so we also know, if our eyes are open, that there have been efforts over the course of decades to try to overturn Roe versus Wade. We knew that this was a litmus test for the previous president, who got the opportunity, unfortunately, to nominate 3 justices, all of whom joined in this decision. This was an activist Supreme Court decision, and it has resulted in young people waking up this morning with fewer rights and freedoms to control their bodies, families, health care than their mothers and grandmothers had. This is such an enormous step backwards.
In his concurring opinion overturning Roe, Justice Clarence Thomas wrote the court must revisit and overrule other landmark decisions that includes same-sex marriage, contraception access. Are you worried? Where do you see this going next?
Yes, he said it out loud, in effect, in writing his concurring opinion. Just when we were reading the leaked draft opinion and fearing what could happen next, Justice Clarence Thomas indicates that access to birth control, access to marriage equality could all be in jeopardy. And not only does Congress need to act ultimately to codify Roe versus Wade by passing my Women's Health Protection Act, but we are going to have to go further than that to make sure that what Justice Clarence Thomas discusses never comes to reality, never comes to fruition.
Talk to me about what it means to go further than that, because there are, of course, calls to end the filibuster so that Congress can protect reproductive rights, among other rights. Senator Sanders among those voices. Is this now more realistic, given the moment that we find ourselves in?
So here's what we have to do. We have to use our voices and vote. Those are the 2 imperatives right now. Certainly, in the Senate of the United States, we are going to have the opportunity moving forward to talk about the implications of this decision and to bring forth issues to the Senate floor. But we know, because of our experience with the Women's Health Protection Act, that they will be filibustered. So the only answer is to elect more pro-choice Democrats to the United States Senate and to our state legislatures and to governors' offices, because that is the front line right now. And we get a couple more pro-choice Democratic senators, and we will be able to overcome the filibuster.
Senator Tammy Baldwin, thanks so much for spending some time with us.